Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for joining. My name is Albert. This is Bryce. This is Vladimir. We're here to present you with our solution on how to improve the current hospital inventory management process. So the current hospital inventory process is provided by Advantix company. To give you a brief background on that, the company actually has been around for 75 years in the healthcare industry, and they've been providing healthcare services such as hospital inventory management, strategic planning advices, and communication improvement on communication among different departments. And its ultimate goal is pretty much to help their clients to reach their highest maximum profit. And Vladimir here has been working for the company for some time, and it was actually a lot of help to come up with our solutions. So we're going to be reviewing how the inventory process is done here. So basically, the company provides the workers with a personal laptop that has MS Access-based application on it. So what they do is that they go to each item and then enter the barcode and check the description and enter the new quantity. And when the item is not available throughout the lookup, they actually have to enter the new data as a new data. And when the whole process is done, they have to bring back their laptop to the supervisor, and supervisor after that take all the collected data and transfer them into the main database center, and eventually use that to generate reports. And considering all the technologies that are out there, we thought this process was kind of outdated and very inefficient. There are a few advantages to this current system, and one of them is that since there's no sophisticated centralized system on it, everything is done manually, it's adaptable to any changes. For example, if you want to implement a new system, it's very easy to do it. And also, this is considered to be a cheap and unskilled labor, so therefore there are plenty of people who are willing to do the job. And also, the cost of replacing the workers is very low. But there are also disadvantages to this system that kind of overshadows all the advantages. And one of the major factors is that it's very unorganized. For example, if we look at the Temple University hospitals, most of the workers are actually Temple University students. So obviously the pay is not that great, so they just take this job as a temporary. And Vladimir actually seen a few students quitting right after they got hired. So also, it takes a lot of manpower to do this. In one inventory management tent consists of 20 people, and the 20 people is divided into 10 groups of 2. And one person is in charge of reading all the barcodes or the reference number, and the other person is in charge of entering all the data. So it takes a lot of manpower and time. So the two solutions we came up with was the CAP system, which is controlled access product, and the BSI system, which is the barcode scanning inventory. So what the CAP system is pretty much, it's like a regular vending machine, except it's a little more sophisticated and the security level is really high. So for a staff to be able to get the supply, they'll have to swipe their staff card, punch in the number, and just get the item. It's just that easy. And while that process is being done, the machine is also connected to the inventory tracking software, where pretty much record all the transactions, and even it actually alert the staff when the supply is running low. So here's the pros and cons of the CAP system. The pros is that compared to the current system, it's very simple. It's very easy to use for everyone. Also, the automated system accurately pull out the report and record the transaction. And compared to the current system, it's highly organized. And one of the cons of this system is that the cost is very high. Bryce will be talking about that in a little bit. But the major cons of this system is that it's the speed and the breakdowns. As you all know, hospital is a place where there's a lot of emergencies, and sometimes there's a chance that you might actually run out of supplies. So in case the machine breaks down, it's going to be a chaos because they won't be able to pull the supplies.
Second solution, using the BSI system. This system will require barcoding for scanning gun, and inventory management application, web-based application form for entering data, or better say storing data online. So we choose a Motorola scan gun for this purpose. It has short video, basically how it works. So, but there's issue with the barcodes. These two pictures I took a week ago at Haller-Dimmer Hospital. An emergency room. I just pulled first box and I took these two items from that box. One of them has barcode, another one doesn't have barcode, even though they produced by same manufacturer. It's a problem with the barcoding system. That not all items have a barcode. Not all not all manufacturers use the same standard for barcoding, or barcode may not exist at all, just reference number. It's more common in the healthcare industry using reference number than barcoding.
Basically, we wanted to look at barcoding solutions. As you can see from the previous slide, we had two different problems where one item doesn't have a barcode, one item has a barcode, and they all operate on different systems sometimes. So actually, there's a healthcare barcoding development plan going on right now, which is sponsored by the government, which actually has 250,000 barcodes put in a database, and they're trying to create a standard barcoding system for not just hospital inventories, but for every inventory possible. It's not necessarily something, it's in its beta stage right now, and it's not being implemented by anywhere. That's just an idea to the government is trying to impose on other people. The second solution that we had is to possibly ask the manufacturers to change their barcoding to suit what we're doing at the hospital. But it comes to the factors of where are they going to buy in? Are we a big enough corporation, and do we have a big enough are we getting enough supplies from them where they'll be willing to change over their process currently? The third option that we came into is in-hospital barcoding, where when we receive the items, we choose to re-barcode them by slapping stickers on them and going along that process. Now, the process that we chose to go with is the in-hospital barcoding process. But we thought about whether to barcode the items or to barcode shelves. Barcoding shelves, as you can see, the shelving system is currently in place where the shelves are labeled with what items are on them. And with the items themselves, the barcoding images, we come into the problems where versus which one to do. The items itself, it's time consuming. You have to add more people.